Rookie camp season is here, and we're going to start off with the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to get our first look at Kyle McCord. We're going to watch him throw the ball around, work through some drills and everything else. I have like 4 or 5 clips here, but we're going to loop it and keep talking ball. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button right now. I'm going to have more rookie camp clips. Packers are practicing this weekend. Cowboys, I believe the Ravens, a few other teams. The Eagles are starting up. They're showing some clips, and we're going to have much, much more. Hit that button. Stop missing out, because more teams will be practicing. I'll have all the clips from rookie camps, mini camps, OTAs, and then later on down the road, training camp as we get into the NFL season. But Kyle McCord is here with the Philadelphia Eagles. A late-round pick, throwing the ball around, working out, doing some drills. Let's see what he's doing here. Let me know what you think about Kyle McCord in the comments below. There he is. Just tossing out. Ball's got a little whip to it. Ball's got a little whip to it. Here we go. Another angle, different beat writer. There we are. Number 18. I was not expecting my first set of clips to be Kyle McCord. But here we go. Another one. Looking at him. Now we're leading some drills. Looking solid there. And then you see all the other rookies getting things started. Getting things started. There he is. There he is. Ball protection drill. There we go. Boom. Gets it. Flicking it. Flicking it. Here's another one. Getting her out. Getting her out. There he is. Kyle McCord. Late round pick. Obviously, it's the Jalen Hurts show, so we're not playing that game here. But we're looking at Kyle McCord. And in high school, he was Marvin Harrison Jr.'s quarterback. Went to Ohio State with him. Highly regarded prospect coming out of high school. Going to Ohio State. We work our way up the depth chart. We start there. We do okay. Ohio State fans might have mixed opinions, mixed views, but we're okay. But we transfer to Syracuse. And that's when we make the noise. Where we have a record-setting season there. We blow up statistically, throwing the ball all over the yard, looking good. Syracuse offense was looking really good with him under center. We also, surprised some teams too. We really had some Cinderella moments with him at quarterback. And this is a guy that I thought, going into the draft, would be a nice backup for an NFL team that could develop into more. More for the Eagles, considering they got Hurts, could be like a guy they have as a good backup, that if Hurts goes down, they got one. Or he gets noticed in training camp, or when he's spot filling in later in the season, when it's the last game of the year and he's in, or something like that. Maybe the other teams take note and you can trade him. But the talent's there. Definitely saw the talent last year at Syracuse, because it's not like you had multiple off seasons to ramp up in the Syracuse offense. He transferred there instantly, and not really instantly. He kind of went to Nebraska for like a half day and had a cup of coffee there, but went to Syracuse and just lit it up. Just lit it up. Coaching staff raved about him. And if you were talking about gem quarterbacks that could be had to come out of nowhere in this year's draft, one of the quarterbacks I would mention that was not getting talked about a lot was Kyle McCord. A lot of people would mention like Will Howard, but he was getting a lot of publicity for winning the national title. Kyle McCord's a very steady, cheap backup quarterback that has proven to learn a new system rapidly, be productive. He's got an arm on him. Another thing I want to relay to you Eagles fans is at the Shrine Game practices, he was getting a lot of notoriety there. He was heads and tails above a lot of players. One of the most talked about players there. I'm talking all players, cornerbacks, wide receivers, running, because there when you're looking at talent for the draft, it's not just him versus the quarterbacks. It's really how much steam can you gain? How much value can you gain? How do you look professional-wise versus the other player on the other side of the ball, or the other team, or the other position group that's really killing it. And he was one of the players there that was killing it. The Colorado wide receivers were killing it. They got drafted, and he was looking good. He was looking very good. And you guys got yourselves a backup quarterback here that you can develop for the long term. have a backup for the long term, or maybe even ship out and get some picks from. This is a player here that has a lot of potential, and it's cheap potential. The 2025 quarterback class, I'll admit, it's a weak quarterback class, and it's been stated like that going into the draft, especially earlier in the offseason, earlier in draft season, but nobody wanted to talk about that or say that really close to the NFL draft because it's 19, he's number 19, but they don't want to say that close to the NFL draft because they want you to watch the draft. They want to sell you things about the draft. But it wasn't a strong quarterback class, up and down, but it was very intriguing on the back end of it for backup quarterbacks. And there's a lot of good backup quarterbacks at a good price in this draft that could stick around the NFL. McCord's one of them. McCord is definitely one of them because he was able to just transition to Syracuse, put up record numbers, did well in the ACC, did well. And we were at Ohio State, we were doing good. We weren't living up to expectations per Ohio State terms. Could have did better considering what he had there at his disposal. But on top of that, we wrote the ship. We got better. We got back. We got back on track. He showed resiliency. That is one thing that you can't say about all the quarterbacks in this year's draft. He showed resiliency coming back to the ACC, going to the ACC, just coming back in general, to Syracuse, lighting it up, making it happen. Kyle McCord is a dart throw. All you're seeing here really is a backup quarterback that has some talent here that could help out this team, that could help out many other teams as a backup. And if you're looking at this for fantasy football content, because that's what I'm known for, super flex, deep dynasty. If you're watching, and probably watching from afar, just seeing if he climbs the depth chart, you're watching the news. You're not really drafting him. I've not seen him selected once in rookie drafts, which is fine, unless it's super deep. I'm in some super deep leagues where he's been rostered for years, so those are deeper Devy leagues. But outside of those terms and those formats, you're not really thinking about him much, but you should pay attention to him throughout the course of his career. And also, just watch the news, but that's going to be right in front of your face when it happens. You're just going to have to react quickly to training camp buzz or anything else like that. But also, the transactions will come more down the road, like a year, 2 years. If he does exceed expectations, he does have the potential for that from what we saw at Syracuse. Just going to a new system, balling out, looking better than what we saw at Ohio State. I think he's got a lot of taint on him from the Ohio State days. And if you look at what he did at Syracuse, he was a record setter. He was very productive. He's got some zip on the arm. He's got a fast release. Don't sleep on Kyle McCord. Eagles fans, don't sleep on your backup quarterback here. One of your backup quarterbacks, whatever. He's a late round pick, late round gem. It's rookie camp. We're getting started. We're hyping up the rookies. We're looking at the rookies. We're having fun with it. Rookie camp is very, very, very simple in general, as in they're just trying to get the basics in. Just trying to see what they got in these rookies, trying to get to know their name, trying to get the rookies to learn their coaches' names and everything else. But you're looking at Kyle McCord here, backup quarterback, that if something happens to Hurts and he's developed and he's up to the point where he's the QB2, he's going to help you out and he's going to be cheap. He's going to be on that rookie contract, and that's going to be a good thing to have, and that's going to allow you to bolster other positions than having a veteran backup. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Well, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.